Greetings, weakling. I am Toeny, the foot soldier. Prepare yourself to be crushed under the weight of my powerful feet. Step by step, the Juice Queen's rule I enforce, blending all into juice with no remorse.
Hello! Welcome to Juice Galaxy 0.2.6. This update introduces Toeny, the Queen's loyal foot soldier, as well as a few changes aimed at making the game a little more difficult. And before I get into that, I thought I should answer a couple frequently asked questions. The Steam release is coming later this month, hopefully, as long as nothing goes wrong. Fingers crossed. And I will continue to provide updates for the game for free on itch.io and Steam. However, if you want to support the game, I will be selling both soundtracks on Steam and also a notebook DLC, which consists of a whole bunch, like 140 or so scanned pages of notes of mine, like to-do lists and designs and concept art and doodles and stuff, and also has a bunch of like text files containing a lot of similar things. So if you want to support, I would be infinitely grateful, and I have infinite gratitude for all of the contributions you guys have made in the past up until now. It's really what has kept development going this whole time, so thank you so much. Anyways, we'll get to Toeny in a sec, but first let me quickly run through some of the other changes this update. I nerfed players' HP regen quite a bit. It used to be such that when you had low health you would regen HP much faster, but now it's the opposite. You regen health slower when you're low health, so you need to seek out somebody to eat to get your health high enough that you can start regenerating again. I increased some monsters' HP, such as the Polywog, just so that they could take a couple hits, and I adjusted the damage effect to be less of a flash effect and more of a hue shift effect. It also affects the FOV, and when you have low health, it will hue shift backwards to make your character sort of this sickly blue color that indicates that you're dying. I added some exceptions to the ambient music system from last update so that it would not conflict with some cinematic moments, such as the baddie cutscene or hanging out with Mrs. Slithers in Juice School. I added a weapon snagging resolution system, so when you get your weapon stuck in an object like the juice fountain or a wall, it should be a little bit easier to get it out of there. And finally, I added controller support to the juice fountain and fixed a bug with it that would crash the game if you had like level 9000 of anything. I also spent quite a bit of time working on the writing, graphic design, and build configuration for the Steam release, something I am still working on, which is why the game has been delayed a couple weeks.
What the?
Okay, time to talk about
Toeny, the foot soldier.
Toeny is a man obsessed with training his own toes to the peak of martial prowess. You can find him out in the wilderness, beating up monsters and taking their juice to give to his master, the Juice Queen. I'm gonna show the boss fight here, so if you want to fight him blind, just head out to monster level 10 and
Prepare yourself to be crushed under the weight of my powerful feet. Step by step, the Juice Queen's rule I enforce, blending all into juice with no remorse. My toes. Totalitarian master. Yep. Like a form of osmosis, I steal all your juice with my toes. The ground shakes beneath my feet. Surrender or face defeat. Oh, give me that sweet nectar. My toes! The
So obviously he's no match for me. As you saw, he does some crazy Dragon Ball Z stuff with his toes, and he spits when he talks. He spits these water projectiles that sort of disrupt you when you try to run up to him. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with him as a mini boss fight, and I like the story implications. I like the direction that he moves the story by being a force of the Queen. The first that we've seen so far, and I do not think the last. So, yeah, plans for the future. I want to, well, obviously finish the Steam release before the month is over. And then I'm going to work on advancing the story, mainly by adding in new and old characters. And, well, you'll see. That's all I have to say for now. It is now 2 a.m. and I really need to go to bed. Have a good time. Go Wishlist Juice Galaxy, and I will see you in the next update. Peace. Hello.